This is just crazy how many grocery orders have come in, and I just broke $100. That first clip was me knowing that I've had something to share with you guys. I had taken nothing but grocery orders for 4 hours straight, and it didn't stop there. So here's my comparison on taking only grocery orders and some here and there. Welcome to our channel, Dustin and Michelle. We are full-time entrepreneurs and adventurers, and in this video, I'm dashing out of beautiful northern New Jersey, centered in Hamburg, and I've been doing this from 3 to 11 p.m. for the past couple of months, basically full-time hours with platinum status. Now, I'm really used to making $20 to $30 per hour out there on these shifts.
Righteous bucks.
Can I make the same amount with nothing but grocery orders? Now, I've been Doordashing on and off since 2018 and mostly back in Minneapolis. Now, when I started back up here in New Jersey, I had a big surprise because I realized that when I walked into the grocery store that I had to, weigh bananas. I had to get meat sliced at the deli. I had to select meat cuts and things like that. I also had to find that organic, non-fat, gluten-free version of the customer's yogurt before I could even begin the delivery. So it was a really big time consumer to go and do these shop and deliver orders. But over time, I actually started to like them, and here's why. Let's get to this first delivery here. Now, this video would not have been possible if I hadn't had to go out and get gas beforehand. Now, usually Michelle and I will sit at home and we'll guess what the first delivery will be. It's pretty fun. But I was out, I had to send a screenshot, a pretty good order, $21, about $2 per mile. The timestamp there says it's gonna take about an hour to do these 2 shopping orders. So I went ahead, I did it. The positioning wasn't that great. I still got back in time to get this second order, which I also sent a screenshot because, oh my gosh, check this out. 44.66, and that is for 3 shopping orders at once. Now, I don't know if you've done that before. I've done it a couple of times. It can be a little mind-boggling, but just, keep your system down, keep everything separated, and you'll be good. Now, you see the timestamp there, 3:45 to estimated 5:14, so that's an hour and a half. But look at that money, $44.66. That's on pace for $30 an hour, basically. So yes, absolutely, I will take that, no problem. And I did. Hey, 3 orders, got them all separated, got them all delivered. And let's see if it took an hour and a half. Let's look at the timestamp on the next one. Sorry guys, 5:30 there, so it took me a little bit longer. There's always those hang-ups, like slicing meat at the deli. There's somebody in line getting 4 other, meats and cheeses or something. So do what you can. Now, sorry I didn't get the actual screenshot on this next one here. I just realized that, hey, maybe I have something here. I'm just gonna grab the screenshots if I continue to get shopping orders, and that I did. So this one was for 14 bucks, picking up at Acme once again, and that was going to bring me to, let's see, 5:30, and it looks like I finished that within the half an hour, and I was at $79 already. On that, you can see I have the platinum status for top priority and high pay. And I really believe, guys, that it actually helps, not only with the scheduling, that is top notch right there, when you can just dash whenever you please. That is worth it right there. Now, 6 o'clock, so right now we are actually about 3 hours in. We made $79. That's a pretty good ratio there. And our next delivery, look at that, okay. 6:36, 11:50 for this offer right here. And that was going also to Acme there. Looks like a $6 base pay for that one and $5.50 in tips for that. So pretty sweet. That was the 4th delivery there. And now, oh my gosh, this was actually pretty cool. This was an add-on for CVS. Look at that, $16.65 for an additional 0.4 miles. Now, of course, we're gonna take that, right? So I get to CVS, and this was a seasonal order. This was the day before Easter, and she ordered a bunch of seasonal items. Now, if you know the day before, the holiday, that aisle's basically destroyed. I could only find one of those items, And so I contacted the customer. I called and said, hey, I can only find this one item. Do you want me to deliver this, or do you want to just cancel the order? And she agreed and was just going to go on her own later and pick up these items as she could find. So I actually got the cancel there. Now, as you know, when you get a canceled order and you've been working on it for a while, you get a thing and says you're going to get half of the guaranteed amount. That's pretty awesome right there. That was about $8.32 right there just for trying. So that's pretty cool. Now that's going to put the total that we're seeing here off by that $8 or so. So now we're seeing $91 on this dash after I completed the grocery order, plus $8. So we're just gonna, kind of scribble that in there just for now. But you're gonna see that I actually take a food order in between all of this, and it sort of makes sense money-wise, and I'll explain that a little bit later. So now, okay, here is our next order. Now, order 6, $9 for 6 miles, a shop order. Now, I would normally not take this order, to be honest with you. I mean, that's like $1.50 per mile, and you have to shop.
I don't think so. Homie, don't play that.
But you know what? Hey, this has been nothing but grocery orders, so I'm gonna continue on with that trend. Look at that. It said it's only gonna take about a half an hour, and I'm pretty sure I smashed that. I'm getting pretty good. I'm going to the same grocery store, so I know where just about everything is. That really helps as well. All right, and when I'm shopping, hey, look at that. We love those grocery add-ons. Look at that, $11.25 for an additional 7 miles. We're already at the grocery store. We're already picking up. We're gonna grab another 6 items and make another $11.25. And again, that's gonna take about a half an hour to do. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And that's when I started filming this action play by play. Let's get out there. This is just crazy how many grocery orders have come in, and I just broke $100. It's about 7:30, and that's actually pretty normal. Whether I take grocery orders and food orders, when I start at 3 o'clock, I'm breaking that $100 barrier around this time anyway. So is it worth it? I think so, actually, because it's keeping me busy constantly. There's really no waiting unless there's substitutions or something like that. So I kind of like that part of it. I think all the shopping orders are coming right now because it's the day before Easter. And, I guess people are just doing their last minute things before dinner and all that stuff. So maybe that's why this has been constant grocery orders. And if I get another one here, I'll keep this going. And I guess I spoke too soon because I got my first food offer of the night. Now, I hadn't declined any offer so far, and this was going to my man Ferris, who works one of the gates at a gated community, and it was a quick Taco Bell order for $8. It just made sense monetarily for this video to wipe out the $8.32. So now we'll just use the exact total that's being shown for the dash total. And it wasn't a couple minutes later until I got this awesome order for $16.25, another shopping order, only 9 items. This is only going 7.3 miles, so a pretty good ratio there, and it's only estimated to take 34 minutes. And again, until all of those types of stores closed in my area, I continue to get nothing but shop and deliver. Well, the orders just keep coming in for this shopping stuff. I cannot believe it. Besides that one Taco Bell order that sort of evened out what I'm actually making on this dash here. Another big order, $26 for about 30 items this time, but it says that I'll be able to complete this within about 40 minutes. So
I was ecstatic.
this night of shopping has actually gone pretty decent. I don't even know where I'm at monetarily or per hour. Of course, I'm putting it on the screen here for you guys, but I need to use the bathroom and eat something. I have been busy moving my feet this entire time, it feels like, which is really actually pretty awesome. So this grocery stuff, if you could get these all day, if there was a setting, just give me grocery orders, I might consider it once in a while. They actually get higher pay. There's no waiting for orders, though you can take 20 to 30, 40 minutes just to pick up the order. But then if you're making $25, that's still more than $25 an hour, so you're good. So a little bit of a trade-off. Wow, look at that, right out of the parking lot. There's another grocery order. Now, normally I wouldn't take grocery orders for like $7 because you have to park at the grocery store, walk through the entire thing sometimes, and that could be a real pain and a time drainer.
Well, I gotta be honest, Chuck, I wasn't too ecstatic.
But hey, this is a grocery video. We're gonna see how much we can make on this groceries tonight, and that's all I'm getting. Besides that one Taco Bell order, that's all I'm getting. It's grocery orders. This is crazy, but I love it. Employees are starting to look at me like I should have clocked in here or something. This is, I don't know, maybe the 8th or 9th time. Finally remembered to use the bathroom. I still need to eat something, but my gosh, I keep moving so fast, I just don't even think about it really. You know, this is actually pretty great. So I've been out here for 7 hours now, and I've taken a ton of grocery orders, only one food order, and I've made $175. Now that's right on line with the normal $25 an hour that I would normally make. So this is actually pretty good, except again, like I haven't stopped moving my feet. I haven't really had any time to think. I haven't had any time to use the bathroom or eat or anything like that, but I kind of like that. So that may end the grocery shopping part of this video, but I'm gonna try to make $200 tonight. I'm heading to Burger King. Hey, how you doing, man?
Have a good one.
Thank you, you too. Just picking up from Burger King right now. I had to order one shake for $10.50, so I had to take it. Wasn't heading too far, so I mean, hey. When it comes down to the grocery part of this, though, it came out to about $25 an hour, which is about normal what I would make, mixing and matching. But the cool thing is, I'm looking at my gas tank. I've barely used a quarter of a tank. Now to make $200, it's been like, you know, half a tank at least, you know, you're spending to make that much money. So the grocery shopping definitely helped in that way, and I kept moving, which I really love. So hey guys, try it for yourself. If there's a shop only button, I would probably press it more often than not. Well guys, take care, and we'll see you next time. Happy dashing out there.